Hello, communications class, and hello, Professor Shanley. Today, I'd like to discuss something that could save lives. Literally. The topics discussed in this video could potentially save lives, and they are the principles of gun safety. Gun safety encompasses basic storage and handling of firearms safely, and it can lead to preventable or it can prevent injuries and unnecessary deaths. According to Pew Research, in 2017 alone, 486 guns deaths were unintentional. And this is just tragic. It's something that we can all work to prevent. My anecdote for this is that I am a Boy Scout and an Eagle Scout, and these principles of gun safety are embedded into us at an early age, so it comes like second nature to me. And it should come like second nature to other gun owners. The three basic rules for handling a firearm safely are to always keep the firearm pointed in a safe direction. This means aiming down range, not at your best friend for a selfie, because if the ranger catches you doing this, he could remove you from the range and suspend you permanently, ban you. Keep your finger off the trigger until ready to shoot, and you keep your finger on the side of the firearm until instructed to shoot until it is deemed safe by the ranger. And always keep the gun unloaded until it is ready to use. So again, you don't want to accidentally have a gun fire because you didn't know if it was loaded or not. But always treat every new gun as if it were loaded. Keeping these three principles in mind, you'll do just fine on a Boy Scout firing range. And it's important to highlight these three principles that seem basic because they can save lives, and it's important to discuss them in times with these current events, like the Alec Baldwin situation on the set of Rust. Mr. Baldwin was practicing drawing his firearm when he accidentally shot and killed director of cinematography Halyna Hutchins and injured director Joel Souza. Their deaths and injuries were easily preventable, but not following basic gun safety and ensuring that the gun was safe led to this unfortunate passing. The inspector of the firearm neglected to inspect the gun before handing it to Mr. Baldwin, and Mr. Baldwin should have inspected it himself to make sure the safety was on, it was unloaded, before even thinking about aiming it in an unsafe direction. Because as an actor, you do need to portray these you have to pretend that the gun is loaded, and then the special effects come afterward, and that's what makes us like movies so much, the realism. But it's important to be safe behind the scenes. And as it stands in this country, there are many incidents like the Alec Baldwin 486 unnecessary deaths, and it's very easy in most places to purchase a firearm. In the state of California, you need to be 21, but in most other places, you have to be 18. And all you need to do is fill out a form, which triggers a federal background check, and if you pass that, you're cleared to have your license to purchase any firearm you'd like. And in my opinion, this is way too easy, and you should have to demonstrate a level of competence to have this firearm. There could be bipartisan support for legislation to enact mandatory gun safety training. If you need a license to drive, you should need a license to handle a firearm, because both are equally as dangerous. And if we can demonstrate that we can be safe with these firearms and that we can store them properly away from young children, then we'll be a much safer and happy country.